Represent for Bumbuckler, Dream G.
We getting them busy dog, we gon' sip on the ball. She getting them hard to beat it, don't show they not get involved. She gon' follow my dog and all to get to the leader. I keep up my bitches and billings and beamers, and I put the demons and demons. Keep up my bitches and billings and beamers, and I put the demons and demons.
You know the fucking thing, man. Oi.
Outside. Alexa, pause. Good morning. This is Jacqueline Richardson, Miss JJ Diamond, Jackie Deja, and I'm going to add Jacqueline Dowdy to this one. And the reason being is because Dowdy is my maiden name, and I am a resident of New York, and I need Eric Adams to look me up. Because this podcast is for him. I don't like what he's doing to the vendors of New York. And I'm going to tell you all about it right now, today. And how I feel about the situation. Now, I do get that he doesn't want propane tanks in the train station. Okay? I get that. Because, if it blow up, it can actually really hurt people, damage the train station. So I did get that and understand that. However, put the stipulations down. Okay? Eric, I would like for you to get with our Governor Cooper. Okay? Sometimes, we make decisions based on what we see, but we don't know and have the experience to understand why certain things are done a certain way. And this is why we link other mayors and other governors with each other so they can collaborate on how they do things in their state to keep the peace and to keep people from being hungry and homeless. Okay? And in other words, save their city money. Okay? As y'all heard me before, there's times where I've even told Cooper, hey, get with this mayor, governor, and learn how they do it in their state. And I've seen changes here in North Carolina. I've been a resident for over 6 years. I think I'm coming on 7 years soon, y'all. August, I think I gotta do some research. Time flies. But the point that I'm trying to make here is people are having a hard time surviving. Okay, jobs are not paying enough. Some people don't even have jobs. Some people just strictly business, And this is one thing I wanted to tell a lot of the vendors as well. I know you guys been doing some of this stuff all your lives, meaning this is what y'all chose when y'all either came to this country or when y'all woke up and said, this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to stick to it. And you invest money. Okay, that's the main key right there. That's the main key. Now, Eric, it's something that you need to understand, and I hope that somebody could elaborate it better than the way I'm about to elaborate it, so you can understand if you don't understand. Okay, we're in an economy where money has to be recycled. Okay? And with that being said, this is one of the biggest problems in America right now. The money's not being recycled the proper way. You got all these older people that's holding on to the money, cash money, okay? And the money's not being recycled properly. Then you have the government saying, okay, well, where's all this money at? It's so much missing. Because you got people taking that money, sending it to other countries. Okay, you got people holding on to the money, meaning like in a safe or whatever the case may be. And the money can't be recycled. During the stimulus process, when COVID first hit, they needed us to spend that money. They showed us, okay, that if y'all don't hurry up and spend the money, some other people ain't getting stimulus checks. So we had to spend that money because that's what they wanted us to do. Take care of your home, pay your bills, get rid of the money so we can give it out to some other people. Okay, we all know that. We all know that the money that Social Security takes out of our checks right now is being given to the people that's getting Social Security right now. Okay? The money is recycled. What do we mean by recycled? Meaning it goes from hand to hand to hand to hand. If you take the vendors off the streets, the money won't be able to be recycled the way it's supposed to be. Okay? Did you think about that? No, you just thought about the demographics of where the vendors were located. Trying to hide to make money in the train station. Once you put your rules out there, you must follow. And that's just what it is, okay? Here in North Carolina, we have a bunch of rules that the agriculture, health department gives us for us to go out and make funding for our businesses, for ourselves, okay? There's no permits that we have to get. There's no vendor license we have to get. We just need to follow code of the state. Okay? Pretty much it's freedom of going out there and hustle and get what you need. So if you're hungry and you've invested money into something and you know that it can be sold and money could be made from it, you go out there and you make it. Just like I did with my lemonades. I made the lemonades. And I went out there and sold them, and I had no problem. I followed protocol. Protocol was that the product had to be manufactured by a company, which I am a company, with insurance. Okay? Not only that, it has to have a sealed top on it. Okay? So, with that being said, I made sure that I followed protocol. Now, if I was selling something that is open, like food, ices, stuff like that, I must have a portable sink to make sure the people, that I'm able to wash my hands properly to make sure they're safe from all germs. Okay? And that took effect, I believe, May 1st here in North Carolina. And we must follow protocol. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? But you can't stop people from making money, Eric Adams. Okay? That's just what it is. You already got enough chaos. Okay? And right now, it looks like you're at the top in criminal activity right now. New York State in a whole. Okay? Not just New York City. You have to reevaluate these things. Get with people like Governor Cooper, the mayor of Maryland, or governor of Maryland. I don't know his name because I haven't lived in Maryland in a long time. But you get with these people. We here in Charlotte is trying to become a star state. And it's going to happen. Okay? We look good. Our flowers look good. Our lakes look good. We look good. So we becoming a star state. And that's just what it is. However, New York, y'all used to be a star state. But something changed. I know that sometimes we change with the times and it can destroy stuff. Versus evaluating what should be changed and not changed. And that's where we get it all mixed up. And this is why a lot of things are failing right now. Because we don't know what to keep and what to get rid of. I'm talking in rules and the way things are done as a whole from the past to the future. You know, you have to sit down and evaluate certain things, and say, hey, we keep this, we get rid of this. We keep this, we get rid of this. However, getting rid of the vendors is a no-no. You think you have chaos now? You're going to really have chaos. So much chaos, you won't be able to walk the streets. Okay? These are the way these people survive. Just imagine your job being taken from you. Just imagine. And you got kids, bills to pay. They want their money every month. Every single month. And 30 days go by real fast. And you're stripping these people of their livelihoods. I just want you to take a moment, Eric, and think. Okay? You need to think. Some of these people are foreigners. They came in. They couldn't do jobs that we have here in America. And we didn't want them taking our jobs anyway. Because we need jobs too. I had a big issue about a lot of the foreigners coming from other countries taking my jobs. Because I was without a job for 6 years. We have people right here in America with degrees that worked hard to get their degrees and can't get jobs because a foreigner has taken their job. It's not that we don't like them. But we're born here, and we want to be able to get the jobs that we go to college and go to work for. That's just what it is. Some of them decided, okay, well, we'll open up stores. We're not going to fiddle with the job field. Or I'm going to become a vendor. We're okay with that, and we support them. The people that work a job is the one that goes out and support these vendors. This is what we do. To keep them surviving. Matter of fact, I had just got a check from my music from ASCAP. And my main pay came from Africa. So I rolled up, this African store the other day to give back to them. Okay? For support, for their country supporting me. They had a store. So I said, I'm going to go over here and support them because their country supported me. That's the way it works. We recycle the money. You give me, I give you. We give someone else gives someone else. This is what we do. Maryland has been working on that for the last 20 years. Okay? How we give and pay it forward. Recycle the help. This is what we do. Okay? This is why Maryland is still titled. They had lost their title to Washington for a little while, but they're still titled the richest state in America. How is a small state so rich? Because they know how to work the system to keep it moving properly. So this is why, Eric, I tell you, you need to get with these mayors and governors so they can teach you or elaborate with you on what you're going through so they can help you get where you need to be in your state. Right now, you are the headline. You're out of control. Okay, your people are robbing people. The vendors can't make any money. Everything is just out of control in New York State right now. That's why I came up north. And I did. I'm a resident of New York, 35 years. Okay, born and raised. Lived in Harlem and the Bronx. Ran through Queens and Brooklyn. Okay, and I refuse to step foot across that bridge, okay, to come to New York because of what I see. You got to do better. You got to help your people. Not only that, I applied for my grandson's birth certificate so he could get a job down here in North Carolina, and y'all just took his money. Okay? And didn't, I told y'all I was taking care of the kid. I explained to y'all that he didn't have any ID. He needs a birth certificate to get the ID. And y'all still refuse to give him his birth certificate and just took his money. I mean, is that the type of time y'all on? So you wonder why your people are doing what they're doing? If y'all just taking people's money and just doing what y'all want to do, and you want to, this is, you know what this is called, Eric? Karma. Your people are running wild because of the way y'all have been treating them. You got some people that says, hey, I'm getting out of here. We get trucks pulling up every day down here in the South, period. Maryland, North Carolina. They pulling up.
Not treat everybody the same.
And then what they say. I said, well, where you from? Oh, New York. Oh, you like it? Yeah, I ain't going back. How are y'all running people out the state to where they just don't want to ever come back? New York City is a beautiful place. But it's not beautiful when you walk in the streets and the cops are harassing you. Or you can't get money to survive. Everybody's on drugs because they don't have no alternative of anything else in life. Oh, I know, because my daughter, she lives that life. She's in the jail system right now. Y'all are the hardest on y'all criminals. But y'all create these criminals. I had to bring it to Cooper. He didn't see it for what it was worth, but I had to bring it to him. About how y'all creating criminals. And they have learned to stop. And you have to learn to stop too. Granted, I respect the fact that you just coming in on board, and there's a lot of things that needs to be fixed. Just like when Trump took office, there was a lot of things that needed to be fixed that he couldn't fix, and he didn't have enough time. And then Biden came in right after that, and some more stuff happened. And now his hair's standing up. I hate to see my political parties with their hair standing up and looking crazy because they don't know what to do with their country or their state. You got to do better. You treat people with kindness. I get it. You got some criminals up there that just won't quit. But that's what your police are for. That's what you hire them for. That's what the taxpayers pay taxes for. Okay? Tell them to stop messing with people that is irrelevant. Because that's how your cops is trained. They mess with the people that, the taxpayers, instead of messing with the criminals. We know we have some crazies out here that just don't care about life, and they will go out, rob, steal, kill, anything necessary to get what they need because they can't get a job, or nobody done sat them down and said you have to take this route so you can become successful in whatever you're trying to do. Because that's all it takes for somebody to sit them down. They took education out of the jails. So now they can't even get education in the jail, so when they come out, they have some credentials to get a job. Most of them used to go to jail and come out and be able to clean floors real good. Certified buffers, or whatever they call them. I don't know what they call them. But they used to get certificates in these things. They gave them education. Y'all took that away from them. So they can't even come out of jail anymore and get a job because they're not getting any experience. So you got to look at the big picture. And I get running a big city is hard. However, you have to sit down and think. Okay? Analyze. Stop listening to these children with that, oh, you're overthinking. You must overthink everything. You got to overthink to see the good outcome and the bad outcome. So if you're in that time frame, we definitely know that you are not fit for the job. Because you have to think. You have to make rational decisions. And taking away people's vendors' licenses is going to be the death of the city. Okay? Now, we can't afford to have all these people down here. In the South. And make y'all, what's that movie? I forgot the name of the movie. Y'all know I'm always watching movies. Where New York City was pretty much the bottom of the barrel, the pit. Okay, the streets became I forget the name of the movie, guys, but the streets became the jail itself. The whole city was a jail. There was nothing there. I forget the name of that movie. Y'all know I'm always watching movies, but I be forgetting. Y'all know I'm getting old. I can't remember everything. But I do remember that, yeah, it can happen. And that's what route you're going in. A person like me, don't ever care about coming back to New York. And that's just the facts. Okay? I'm going to just keep it real with you. You can't have guns to protect yourself. So somebody run up on you, bust you upside the head, you got to take it. Like, I mean, what kind of bully crap is that? We can't even take care of ourselves. Alexa? Pause. Alexa, dismiss.
Good morning. Here's your wake-up routine. The time is 9 a.m.
Alexa! Alexa, pause. She was going on with it this morning. Y'all know how she do. And I did want to say, you're supposed to be focusing on telling people to get an Alexa in their home. So they'll know the air quality in the area. Because we're dying slow every single day. These are the things you're supposed to be talking to your people about. Teaching them the importance of living. Because right now, all they know is death. They don't care that they're dying. They really don't. And it's nothing that we can control. That's what makes it so bad. So everything that they're doing, even going to jail, they're putting themselves in a bad predicament. Matter of fact, I want to know what the air quality is today. Alexa, what's the air quality today here in North Carolina?
In Charlotte, North Carolina, there's an air quality alert in effect until Saturday, May 21st, 5:45 a.m. The current weather is 77 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly sunny skies. Today's forecast calls for more of the same, with a high of 94 degrees and a low of 72 degrees.
She didn't tell me the air quality, so it must not be that bad. When it gets real, real low, that's when she tells us. So today will be a good day. We got California that's dealing with that. Georgia, North Carolina. I assume New York as well, because they have all them buildings and stopping the air from circulating. So yeah, a lot of things is going on in America right now. In the world right now. And we need to take a lot of notice to that instead of bothering people about trying to make money to survive. Put your regulations in play. Put it on the news. And those that don't follow, you take them off the streets. Those that follow, leave them alone. Vendors should be able to sell stuff in the train stations, just not stuff where it has to have a a propane tank. I get it. Because I don't like messing with them things either. But vendors should be able to sell stuff at a train station. When I was coming up, vendors was always in the train stations. They had their little table with their little hats, bags, whatever. Sometimes they'd be out outside of the train station. Some, because, you know, some people, they didn't want more than just the people coming out the train station. They want everybody. So they sit out right outside the train station so they can see all the people that's driving past, the people that's going in the train station. They get to see, everybody get to see them. So, you know, everybody had their way of doing things, you know what I mean? However, you can't take away their license. Give them a warning. This is the way it's done, Eric Adams. You give people warnings. Okay? Until you know something was wrong as a child. Matter of fact, we're going to go back as a child. And I would think that your parents gave you warnings before they either spanked you or took away your phone or put you in a corner, whatever, how your parents gave you, what's the word I'm looking for? A consequence. Okay? They gave you a warning first. So you got to give these people warnings. You're their father. You're everybody's father in the state. In the city. And then the governor, whoever he or she may be, I haven't looked it up because y'all not my state and I ain't paying attention to y'all, only what's going on bad there. So I don't know who's who anymore. And really don't care because I'm down here with my people, helping my people. But some of my people are up there too, and things is just not going right. And I see it, so I have to speak upon it. We create peace. That's what Private Friend Incorporated does. We create peace. We're the problem solver. So I just want to throw that out there. If you want to say, well, who is she? Who she thinks she is? I'm Jacqueline Richardson. Well, Jacqueline Dowdy Richardson. Oh, Yvette. I forgot because they just love to put Yvette everywhere. Jacqueline Yvette Dowdy Richardson. Okay? I own a business, a nonprofit that's been in business for over 10 years. Started out in Maryland, and now we're in North Carolina. And we're the problem solver. Because we like peace. We want peace. I lived in Maryland for over 12 years. And was in peace. Okay? And I couldn't understand why these other states couldn't have the same peaceful environment. Some people in Baltimore told me, oh, well, it's because of where you live. There's no peace here. I say, well, you can create it. I had to go down there and show them that too. You can create peace. Because this is your city. This is where you live. You can create peace. You have to take control of your communities. Granted, New York City is a big community, so it's kind of hard to take control. I learned a lot of this stuff coming out of Buffalo, and how we would take control of our communities and make sure that our kids wasn't doing craziness, that the family stuck together. We all came together, you know, so we did things differently in the top half of New York, you know. And I learned a lot of that and took that to Baltimore and even here to North Carolina. You know, so maybe you need to get with the mayors up in Buffalo, New York as well to get ideas. I think it's a lady. I saw her speaking. I don't know her name, but she was speaking about her tragedy, you know, that she's had recently And my condolences go out to every family member that lost someone up in Buffalo, New York. And I had to say a prayer to cover the whole Buffalo, New York, because, I ran around that place like I was born there, and showed a lot of love in that city. But I say that to say, Eric, you need to get on a conference call with a couple of these states and get some insight on how you can come up with some solutions. And I do think you should change the laws of the gun laws. You need to contact Philly and see how they do it. Philly, you can't hide your guns, in Philly. You gotta make sure they see it, out there. Out here, we can conceal it because we're a little bit more disciplined down here. And we listen. We listen to what the police officers tell us. And we pay attention to the rules and try our best, And as my son say, we try hard to make sure that we do things right so we won't go to jail and still be able to protect our families. So you should definitely get with these states about that as well, because people are getting hurt. I'm watching on the social media every day, how these people are being hurt, robbed, and, all kind of things are just happening. And you're worried about the vendors making money. I mean, come on, get your mind right. You look real sick right now, and I hate to talk bad and down on people, but sometimes, and that's what people love about me, I'm going to give it to you raw, and I have to, so you can understand where we're coming from. Your city is out of control, and you're worrying about people making money, Give these people a warning. What you should have been giving her was some documentation that's saying, if we catch you in the train station again with a propane tank, you're going to have a $10,000 fine and 5 years of jail time. I bet you she wouldn't have went back down there, and it would have hit the streets real fast, and you wouldn't have had to worry about nobody else doing it, because you gave the biggest warning ever. And she would have had to sign off on it. The streets talk, okay? Believe me. So if you would have gave that one person that warning, believe me, she would have told everybody. Just like when they told me at the Agriculture Health Department here in Charlotte, well, y'all got to have a sink by this amount of time. When I would start seeing little vendors out there, in my city, hey, you got to have a sink by this time. You better get the sink. The sink is at Home Depot. I got mine. They like, oh, okay. For real? Yeah, the agriculture people, they sent me an email. We ain't trying to get no warnings. We ain't trying to get no nothing. We don't want no fines. We can barely pay our bills now, and you want to give us a fine? No, so we got to make sure we taking care of each other. So I'm going to spread the word. They're going to spread the word. That's all you had to do. You ain't had to get on the news with the dumb crap. Just give her the warning and let her spread the word. That's the way it works. You don't have to hurt people. I'm going to just leave it there. And I just wanted to touch base on that. That was just sitting on my heart. When I saw her face saying, how am I supposed to take care of my people now? They took everything. That was like really mind-boggling for me, because she got bills to pay. We all have bills to pay. We all have bills to pay. No one is excluded. And that's the truth. Everybody has to survive. Don't make it hard for people. We had a lawyer that's from North Carolina that was in, and I hate to bring this up, she was living in New York City, and she killed herself. I want to know what y'all was doing to her. I still think about that. What was New York City doing to this woman for her to kill herself? Okay? What was this big city doing to her? Now, if I would have ran into her before she moved to New York, I would have told her, don't do it. Because I was born and raised there, so I know what it's like. See, what I did was moved upstate. And then from upstate, I moved south. I like it better here in the south. I've been in the south now since 2005. So we're coming up on 20 years by 2025. And I wouldn't leave the South if somebody paid me to. Okay? Just like I wrote a proposal to someone to do a job. As far as I'm going, it's Jersey. And guess what? I'm coming back south. The North is not where it is, people. Okay? And I'm going to just throw that out there. Not saying y'all all pack up and move to the South. You got to come evaluate some things first. But I'm just saying, for me, individually, the North is not where it is. And if I go north, it would probably have to be out of the country to Canada. And I'm going to just give it to y'all straight. That's just where my head is at. Okay? I'll skip Buffalo, Albany, because y'all, New York State is just a messed up state. Y'all got work to do. A lot of work to do. And granted, we don't talk about it. But I'm talking about these people not being able to take care of themselves. Because it's not right. Well, this is Jacqueline Richard Simmons, JJ Diamond, Jackie Deja, whatever y'all call me. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Y'all enjoy your day. I hope the weather has gotten better up there, because I'm trying to tell you, I was in Jersey and I was freezing. I felt like it was winter in May. Like, you got to be kidding me. I had to have on a hoodie. I'm like, what's going on? And I'm down here and it's 80-something degrees. And I'm like, I come up there and I'm freezing. I thought I was going to catch a cold, but I didn't.
Tell them you don't got to stay ready, so you got to get ready.
Oh, yeah, but it was too much going on up there. Too cold. It's just I couldn't take it. So I had to come on back south, Cooper ain't got to worry about me leaving. I may leave for temporary, but that's it. And then I'm coming back. I like it down in the South. Even in Maryland. I miss Maryland as well, guys. I sure do. And I'm going back up there very soon to visit again, because it was raining and cold, so I really couldn't visit. And I'm going back. Anyway, you guys be safe. Today's Friday. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. And I'll probably talk to y'all next week. Y'all will only get one podcast out of me. I'm working a full-time job now. And I don't have the time to talk to you guys. But once a week, I'll give y'all something, that I'm thinking about. Oh, I also want to let y'all know, I fell down at work. And they recorded it. Right? So if y'all see anybody post that video of me falling, y'all make sure y'all contact me. Because they were so happy about this particular video. So y'all make sure y'all contact me if y'all see a video of me falling down, busting my knee, and some people running to me. Because, social media, they can hide stuff and you won't see it. But other people may see it. So if y'all see something like that, y'all make sure y'all contact me and let me know. I can't keep up on top of things by myself. So I need y'all help on this one. I love y'all guys. Just stay safe.